What's going on? Brian Tong here, and Dreamforce 2021 recently wrapped up. There's a lot of interest around the Salesforce and Slack acquisition and how they're moving forward together and why you should care about it. So I'm here to break down how Slack is working with Salesforce to create what they're calling the Digital HQ. Now you can click on the info card on screen right here, right now to learn more by watching the entire Dreamforce 2021 keynotes on Salesforce Plus. But with the pandemic, it really accelerated how many companies had to quickly adapt and make the switch to digital for business. Many of us, yes, we're still working from home in our pajamas and shorts, which are super comfy. And digital technology has become the main form of communication now over in-person communication. And some of us actually prefer that. Now, Slack is at the center of this digital HQ that enables organizations to deliver for customers everywhere and then allows employees to be successful from anywhere. And right now, what I'm going to do here is lay this foundation and throw some numbers at you just to give you an idea of just how big Slack is and how many people are using it. Yes, we all know Slack is a workplace communication tool with fun GIFs and emojis, but it's obviously so much more than instant messaging. This is a collaboration hub that brings together people, information, and tools all in one place. It's a big. Now, millions of people, they're using Slack every day with 800,000 unique organizations and 177,000 paying customers in over 160 countries. 1 trillion messages have been sent in Slack, and there have been more messages sent in Slack than tweets on Twitter. And at its peak, in a single second, 300,000 messages have been exchanged on Slack. So it is obviously a powerful platform. Now, Slack and Salesforce want people to be connected to the right tools and allow organizations to be agile in this new version of the digital economy. And it starts with Slack. Because when I was first told at the company I used to work at that we were going to Slack, there was definitely some hesitance about how much more efficient and better it could be than email. I was open to it, but even I was a little skeptical about how good it could be. So I tried out Slack, and this thing is all about the channels. Slack has channels that you can create on your own for everything and everyone, from coworkers to business partners. In an office setting, you can feel like everyone is separated in different parts of the building, or there's different groups that are in their own silos. But for me, this was a game changer with how I was able to communicate with different people from different teams, regardless of the topic or task that was the focus of the channel. And even if it's a work tool, it can also be really personal, because with Slack, you're able to capture this tone and sentiment and also have fun with the way people and teams collaborate, because I can integrate an app like Jiffy and then throw in all kinds of GIFs because I'm that guy. And I think you know who that person is too. Slack also just makes email feel archaic to me to reach out to coworkers when you're collaborating on projects, because a Slack channel, it's really become this living and breathing thing between the people using it. Okay, let's say, if I wanted to request a day off and then also brainstorm with my team and also look for a deck with my coworker who shared it 2 months ago, this is what it would normally look like, right? Welcome to Tab City, Tab City, population me. But with Slack, it can all be done right here. And I wasn't even using Slack to the fullest extent. Now that Salesforce and Slack are under the same roof, Slack is this glue that holds it all together for everything involving the Salesforce Customer 360. And to translate that into non-business speak, you can literally do everything in Slack. Customer service, hey, take it to Slack. Meeting with your team, do it in Slack. Sign contracts, Slack. Okay, let's try this. Hey, Slack, give me a raise. Okay, well, almost everything. And if you didn't think that was funny, come on, you gotta cut me some slack. Hey, who wrote that? Oh, I did. Now, your teams are able to make decisions better and faster, and that allows you to execute faster and improve your experience for your customers, which in turn allows you to serve your customers better. And this just makes my business and your business so much more efficient. You can customize it with thousands of apps and integrations, and you can also create automated workflows. And don't get me wrong, Slack, it was pretty slick before Salesforce acquired it, but there have been a few new things that I'm pretty juiced about. First up, with Slack Huddles, you can have micro meetings with your team on the spot, which take place of hallway conversations. This is a spontaneous audio chat that's just easier to jump into on the fly when people are available, so you can keep your calendar and inbox open and use your time more efficiently. Now, if you don't want to huddle, but you still need to get the message across and text isn't the best way, well, now you can send short audio and video messages via Slack. I'm living in this video creation world, and it's important for me to be able to share ideas and then connect to teams on the fly to keep the creativity flowing. So the efficiency and flexibility of Slack just help make my workflow and collaboration more impactful. And yes, this is going to sound a little sales pitchy, but just stick with me for about 30 seconds because I think it's actually pretty cool. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to set a timer for this right now. Okay, Salesforce is integrating their entire portfolio of products and services seamlessly into Slack, so you can really handle everything related to customer service, sales, marketing, commerce, and all of that in exactly one place. And I'm not an expert in all these areas, trust me, I'm not, but I do know that you can't do this anywhere else. And even better, I did it in about 20 seconds. Now, if you want to learn more about Salesforce Customer 360, hey, just click right over here because people are now working remotely and it's going to stay that way for the foreseeable future. We're truly seeing this next generation workforce happen right before our eyes because I have friends, they don't want to go back to the office. And yeah, sure, some do. There is still value in that. But the idea of having a physical office as a headquarters is just no longer a requirement. Decisions, they aren't being made at the office anymore. And instead, it is happening digitally. So bringing Salesforce and Slack together, this is all about creating what I guess you could call a new business operating system for this new world of work. Salesforce and Slack, they're really positioned to be the center and the heart of your digital headquarters because we are all connected now in this digital world. And that means your business can be successful from anywhere. And dang, after talking about this so much, I feel like I actually need something like this for my real life. Hey, want to learn more about Salesforce and Slack? Click here to check out the Slack playlist right now on Salesforce Plus.